Doing? I'm Investigator Lee Tyree, and this is Investigator Tom Watts. Go ahead, Tom. I'm sorry, I jumped the gun.
No, you go.
Tina Brown, is that what's your middle name?
Lasagna, Lasonnya.
Sonys?
Lasonnya.
YA.
Lasagna
And then Brown.
/ cook.
What is your / cook? Okay. What's your date of birth?
7/19/70.
Your social? And what's your home address?
904 West Detroit, lot number 3.
Phone number at home.
I just got it cut on.
Just got it cut on?
Yeah, I don't know about her. One of those public aid phones.
Okay. Do you have a cell phone?
I don't have no minutes on it, but it's 217
217
841
841
4997.
4997?
Mm-hmm.
So area code on it's 217?
217, yeah, I'm from Illinois.
You're from Illinois. Are you down here visiting or what?
No, I live here.
Okay. And are you working anywhere?
No.
Okay. Okay, Tom, I don't know if you have the case number, but it is 007125. Okay. All right, 3:25:10, and time is, I got 12:25.
You want to do this real quick?
Sure. Obviously, you were brought down here, so we're going to have to read you your Miranda warning, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used as evidence against you in court. You have the right to have a lawyer present while being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer will be appointed for you without cost before questioning. If you wish to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you will still have the right to stop answering questions at any time. These are the rights I just read to you, okay? Right here. If you could you initial by each one of those? That shows that I read those lines to you. You have any questions about it?
No.
Okay. If you'll initial by each one of them, I just have some questions for you, and sign at the bottom if you're willing to answer those questions.
Okay.
Right there's signature. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll go ahead and witness that. Okay, Tina, can I call you Tina?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, obviously know something's up.
Yeah.
So tell me what happened tonight.
Nothing happened that I know of. Heather just said that something about Audreanna got beat up real bad.
Okay, you don't know anything about that?
No.
See your arms and hands if I could. Okay, can I see the top sides?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, those old scars on there?
Yeah, I have a puppy.
Okay, and what's this right here? That little scratch there?
This?
Yeah.
I have a puppy.
Okay, and your puppy caused that?
Look, I'm going to here.
Got your chin? Okay.
Nothing new.
All right.
Yeah,
so where were you tonight?
At Heather's.
At Heather's house?
Well, I was at home. My daughter's braiding my hair, so I was at home, but it started hurting, and her little friends started coming by. So Heather said she was going to cook, so I went down there, and she was cooking fish and French fries, and then we just started watching movies.
Okay. And did you go anywhere from there?
Mm-mm.
You were there all night until the cops came up there?
Mm-hmm.
What time did you go over there?
Probably just started getting dark.
Okay, so about sunset, you go over to Heather's. Mm-hmm. Was anybody over at Heather's house when you went over there?
Just Heather and her husband.
Heather, okay. and I forget his first name. What's his first name?
Darren.
Darren?
Did anybody else come over there?
Brittany said she came by. Said she heard her hand. Her and her little friend girls were at the house. She said she heard her hand, so every time she said she wanted to go to the emergency room, usually we get there and everything is all right, so I don't end up going with her, but she said she was going to the emergency room. Her and one of her little friend girls called Mallory, and I think her other little friend girl named Jessica from next door.
What time was that when they came by? Do you know? No? Was it, had you been over there long? I mean, you said you went over to Heather's and Darren's at sunset. Was it long after you got there?
No.
Okay. So, early in the evening?
I'll say maybe what? Maybe 30, 40 minutes after I got there.
So, what, 7:30?
I don't know what time it was.
Oh, okay. So about 30 to 45 minutes after sunset?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, after I got over to her house.
Okay. But you said you got over there right about sunset?
Right.
Okay, so 30 to 40 minutes, okay. Make sure we're on the same page. I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Okay.
And what has been going on between you and Audreanna this week?
Oh, a whole bunch of stuff. Actually, me and Audreanna were together today.
Okay. Where were y'all together?
At my house.
Okay. What was going on there?
We were just sitting there watching movies, trying to get my computer. The man next door has a computer, put a virus on my computer. So my daughter is the only one who knows how to pull it up where I can get iTunes and watch movies. So Audreanna was over there, and she was actually Audreanna and another white guy named James. They were trying to pull the iTunes up on my computer.
Okay.
And she had went and got some 3 naked movies from our house to ask him did he want to buy them.
Okay. Have y'all had any problems?
Oh, yeah. We've had problems. The first 3 trailers, we've had problems for a long time.
What's the problems?
Well, lately, the new problem is she thinks that I'm the one who had her boyfriend locked up in jail.
Okay, so she's mad at you thinking her boyfriend's locked up because of you.
Yeah, but we talked about it earlier today.
Okay. But y'all getting along today, no problems?
Yeah.
Any allegations going on between you and Darren?
Darren.
Mm-hmm.
Pull back.
Brown. Lee.
Any allegations?
Yeah. Is she saying anything about you and Lee? Darren Lee? Daryl Lee?
No.
Okay. So, Darren Lee. So she's not saying that you and Darren Lee are getting together?
Not to me.
Okay. And
she talks more to Heather than she does to me. Me and her actually just started back talking today.
Okay.
Because I asked her this morning, what was I doing this morning? I was trying to make some phone calls, and I wanted to heat up some chicken. So I asked her would she put the church's chicken in her microwave, and she heated it up for me and brought it to my house.
Okay. Do you know what happened to Audreanna tonight?
No, I don't. Heather just said she got beat up, but that's all I know.
A little bit more than that. We're not sure if she's going to make it or not.
No, I don't.
She talked to us, or she talked to the people that came over to help her.
Mm-hmm.
And she told them something. You know what she told them?
I could just imagine what's that.
She said that you and Heather did this to her. So that's why we're talking to you two.
But she said I called. She's been saying a lot of stuff lately.
Okay.
She said I called, because this is all stuff that we talked about today at my house.
Okay.
About somebody supposed to have called Crime Stoppers on her about her kids. And I told her I didn't do it. You know, I would never do it, but she said people around the trailer park have been telling her that. And my tire was stabbed.
Okay.
And I asked her if she do it. She said no. I mean, I couldn't prove she did it, so I didn't argue about it, fuss about it, or nothing.
But you thought she did it?
Mm-hmm. Just because of what people said, but...
Mm-hmm. Did you hear about her window getting busted out?
Whose window?
Audreanna's window getting busted out a few days ago. You didn't hear about it?
No, sir, I didn't.
Do you know the police came out there last week to talk to her about the problem she had in her neighborhood?
Yeah, they talked to me too.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you were there.
Mhm.
What was the problem?
Her and another girl come out there to fight Audreanna because Audreanna was supposed to have got smart with her on the phone.
Okay.
And Adriana's boyfriend was there, Andre Smith,
Mhm.
and he sent Adriana in the house. No, he came outside the house, and he was saying that I was in the middle of that, which I didn't even know the white girl. And then he said, oh, he cussed all the kids out and me that was outside. And he told Adriana to go in the house and get that thing or whatever. She came back outside on the porch. She was on the porch cussing, and she came out in the walkway, and she tried to tase my daughter,
Who tried to tase your daughter?
Audreanna.
Audrina got a taser?
Hmm.
What kind of taser?
I just think it was a black one.
A black one.
She said that,
You seen it?
yeah, everybody out
describe
there
it
saw
for
it.
me.
I just know it was black,
Okay.
and it made a loud noise.
Okay.
Everybody out there saw it.
Okay.
Hmm.
Why would she say that you and Heather did this to her?
Well, from what Heather telling me that Adriana is jealous. Adriana told me that the stuff that's supposed to have been going, that she heard from Heather that I was the one who called children, the DCFS people
Hmm.
on her.
Well, certainly
It's just
that
going
would.
back
Certainly,
and
I could
forth.
see some animosity going on there, and of course, you think that she stabbed her tire. But the problem I see here is she may not live, and she is saying that you and Heather did this to her. So that's probably pretty important at this point.
I've been talking to an officer every time there's an accusation being said about me
Hmm.
or anything being said up in that trailer park. I talk to an officer morale
Hmm.
over at the work release place.
Okay.
That's who I've been talking to about any kind of, because first they were saying that they were coming to get me and my daughter, that not Adriana, but the boy she was going with was sending people after me and my daughter.
Well, I don't think those security guards at work release are actually law enforcement officers. Aren't those just hired
No,
security?
because I was
Are you at the state, or are you talking about the county work release?
here.
Yeah, the county one.
Yeah,
Right.
here.
Okay, so those aren't law enforcement officers.
Well, Adriana was saying that I was the one who sent him to jail, which I did do it.
Okay.
Okay, because he had threatened my daughter.
Okay.
Okay, but I had Heather talk to Officer Morales, and he made it seem like that it wasn't me, that he refused to take a drop.
Okay.
So, and he the one told me that I need to call sheriff's department. But if they were already saying that I'm a snitch, I didn't want to call the sheriff's department out there. So he said, well, that I can meet with them somewhere. Okay. The police officers was next door speaking to the kids about something that happened. And that's when I actually knocked on my window and had them come over and look at my tire. Then I didn't even make a police report on my tire.
Okay. And you said tonight you were over at Heather and Darren's, right?
Yes, sir.
And you didn't go anywhere?
No.
Did anybody come over there while you were there?
He had somebody come over, but I didn't go out.
Who were they that came over?
I think it was Graham with glasses, and no, it wasn't Graham. He was dark skinned and he had braids, but I think they call him Graham.
Okay.
And then there's another guy, but I didn't know who that guy
Blocker
was.
sound familiar?
Yeah.
Okay. And did anybody else come over?
Yeah. White guy in a red truck.
You know who that was?
No, he went out there and went outside and talked to him.
Okay. And what was Darren doing while y'all over there cooking? Anything?
Laid on the couch watching movies.
Okay. And is that pretty much what y'all were doing all the way until the cops came?
Mm-hmm.
So y'all were sitting there cooking all night?
No, we were through cooking.
Okay.
We were just watching movies.
Okay, so you, Darren, and Tina were sitting in the living room. Heather were sitting there in the living room watching movies.
Mm-hmm.
And when the cops knocked on the door, what'd y'all do?
We were sitting there.
Okay. Why didn't you answer the door?
It ain't my door.
Okay. Did they do anything special when the cops knocked on the door? Turn out the lights, turn
The
off
lights
TV?
were already off because we were being nosy, looking out the window, seeing what's going on next door.
Okay, so you saw the cops next door first?
Mm-hmm.
Were the lights on before the cops came over next door?
Yeah.
And then y'all turned them off when they came over next
Yeah,
door?
you can see better with the lights off. You don't see
Okay.
nobody looking back at you.
Okay. So y'all sat there, and when the cops came, they didn't answer the door. And how long were y'all in there before you did
We
answer
thought
the
that,
door?
actually, Darren had said that, I guess the tape was going out. And Darren had said that maybe, because Audreanna has a little boy that's kind of hyper. He
Mhm.
said that little boy probably had got that taser and tased that little girl.
Okay. All right, but you were home all night. You didn't see any kind of disturbance going on over there before the cops came over there or anything?
No, we would have heard something.
You said you saw Audreanna earlier today?
Mhm.
What time was that?
Audreanna was coming and going on a bicycle.
Okay. You remember the last time you saw her? Was it while you were still over at Heather and Darren's?
I didn't come back out when I went to their house. We were cooking then.
Okay. So it had to have been before sunset.
Mhm.
So you saw her during the day.
Mhm.
Okay. And once you went over to Heather and Darren's, you never left there?
No.
You didn't go get anything or go anywhere at all?
I don't think so. Mm-mm.
Okay. You seem kind of lackadaisical about this. I'm telling you that this woman is probably going to die and has named you as the person that's harmed her. It kind of, doesn't sit easy with me that you're just so nonchalant about this.
I just talked to her today, and I told her I never called DCFS on no kids.
Okay. Well, she's probably going to die, is the word we're getting. And we're concerned over that. And the last person she said that did this to her is you and Heather. Okay? We're going to go out there. We know what happened out there. It's just going to be a matter of getting fingerprints and evidence back. Okay?
Out where? It happened at her house? We
No.
didn't hear.
It didn't.
It started at her house.
Right.
And then it went somewhere else.
What started at her house?
That's the reason we're here.
Basically, what she told the fireman was that you two came and grabbed her. Mm-hmm.
Well, say what now?
What she told the fireman was that you two came over and grabbed her, pulled her out of that house, beat her, and harmed her.
And nobody out there, the kids or nobody saw none of this.
Nobody saw it. We talked to
Lady
everybody in that
next door's
neighborhood.
Kids are always outside.
We've talked to everybody in the neighborhood.
And
You
did
saw them all
nobody
out
hear
there.
Nothing?
Nope. And she's saying that y'all did it.
Well, she said I called DCFS on her. She said I put her boyfriend in jail.
Well, apparently she was right about that.
Only one that I put her husband in jail, but I didn't call DCFS on her because most of the time that we was together, we was getting hot together.
Mm-hmm. Well, we got some issues, okay? And we're going to get to the bottom of it one way or another, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So we're sitting here talking to you, and then I'd certainly appreciate, and I know Tom appreciates that you're talking to us. But we got to get to the bottom of this, and we got to know what happened, the truth. And, there's two choices here. Either you're going to tell us, or Heather's going to tell us. So, who's it going to be?
I didn't do anything to her.
Okay.
Promise to God.
And you were home all night.
I was at Heather's house.
Okay. You were at Heather's all night. Never left there. Because, see, the story between Heather and Darren is already shaky. And your story is a third version of what they've told us so far. Okay? Now, there's pieces and parts that are the same, which makes me think y'all probably had a story together. Is it ready? Okay, I'll send somebody down there to get that tape in just a minute, okay? Thank you, sir. Bye. But they aren't exactly the same, okay? It concerns me. It sounds a little too good, and then the parts that they're breaking up, I don't understand why they're not saying the same thing, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And so we need to get to the bottom of this. It's a serious allegation.
Mhm.
I mean, this is life changing. Okay,
Mhm.
and somebody's life may end over this. We're getting told that she's in pretty critical condition at this point and not likely to make it. So that's why we're here.
Do you understand what he's saying? Not likely to make it.
Yeah, she's about to die.
Yeah.
Okay.
That changed gears. When she dies, it's going to change gears. Okay?
I didn't do anything to her.
Okay. But you two have had problems.
But I'm not the only
And
one
I've talked
she's
to
had
Darren.
problems with
I
out
know,
there.
but I talked to Darren. And I know what was said today. Okay? I know the allegation that's been going on that she told Heather that you and Darren were sleeping together. I know about this. Okay?
Okay, when was she supposed to have said that?
Today.
Heather never asked me about it.
Okay? So, I mean, that's out there.
But I mean,
And,
everybody's been telling Heather that though.
Yeah, but it's the truth, and that's another thing. She's been right on who turned her in, and now she's right on you with him.
She's what?
She's right about you with him.
But everybody's been telling Heather that though.
I know, but she's right. That's the problem. You are sleeping with Darren.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes.
Is Heather your best friend?
No.
Okay. Is Heather and Audreanna best friends? Audreanna?
No.
Okay. Y'all hanging out having dinner together, and that discussion didn't get
We
brought
do
up?
that. We do that. We fight. Everybody in that trailer park argues and fights, and we get right back together today. Matter of fact, when we were in my house today, me and Audreanna, and the guy James, I don't know his name. Audreanna might know his name if she lives to make it. I don't know. But I was like, why come we just can't get along? And what went wrong? Because me and Audreanna used to be tight.
Mm-hmm.
Used to be tight.
Well, you know, I find it curious that you're hanging out with Heather tonight over at the house and still messing around with Darren.
We do that. We do that.
And she never accused you of sleeping with her husband?
We do that. Yeah.
Okay.
She came down there and put her hand all in my face, threatened me and everything.
Okay.
Yeah. We all do that.
Y'all all sleep together?
No, we don't all sleep together. Heather just accused Audreanna of sleeping with her husband over the weekend. But she's not. At least I don't think she is.
Where's your daughter been tonight? How'd she hurt her hand?
I was down at Heather's house. I don't know. She just said they was in there doing something right here, I guess.
Did you see it?
Yeah, it was swole.
What did it look like?
It was swole up.
Okay. Is Brittany having any problems with Audreanna?
Not that I know of. We were all in my house.
Well, the rumor going around the neighborhood is that Brittany busted out Audreanna's window a couple of days ago. The one busted out at her trailer. The one right there in the middle of the living room.
In the living room.
Well, yeah, that's
Audreanna, no, baby.
Not that one?
No, honey.
Which window
No
is it?
window was broke out. Audreanna's husband broke that window out. Audreanna was at... Okay. How'd that go? Audreanna was at my... No, Audreanna and her husband was at my... No, me and Audreanna's husband was at my house first. We were smoking crack, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Then Audreanna came over there, and we were smoking crack. But he didn't want Audreanna to have none. So I said that he had to go. Okay, when he left, he cussed Audreanna out. Audreanna was at my house that night because he was talking about he was going to do something to her. So he said he was going to put her out. So I said, well, Audreanna and the kids can come to my house. They can stay. They're not going to be homeless. Okay, So she was over there for a long time. He kept coming, knocking on my door. I said, you got to stop doing that. You know, I kept acting like I was calling the police. But Audreanna knew I wasn't calling the police, okay? He kept coming over there, knocking on my door. Then he was standing outside on their back porch, and he was yelling, Audreanna, get your motherfucking ass over here. Audreanna kept going out to the porch talking to him. The last time he came over and knocked on my door, I said, Audreanna, you and the kids got to go, okay? She went to the house, and I guess they got to arguing and fighting in the living room. He broke that window out. That window's been broke for a long time, sir.
Okay. What about
It's
another
like she
window?
told-
Maybe I'm looking at the wrong
What window you
window.
talking about, honey?
Darren's telling me he heard Brittany broke out of the window this week. You didn't hear about that?
No.
Okay.
And why she didn't tell the police that then?
Don't know. I mean, you yourself don't tell the police much.
Brittany didn't break out that window.
Okay. Why?
I mean, she was just
why
at my
is
house
Audreanna,
today. Why she didn't tell me?
Why is Audreanna saying you and Heather did this to her?
I don't know.
That's serious business.
I've been blamed for a lot. Well, it's a cycle over there. It goes trailer 1, trailer 2, trailer
Well,
3,
she didn't
trailer
do it
4.
to herself. Somebody did it to her.
Audreanna been riding that bike all day today.
Okay. But somebody did it to her.
I didn't.
Okay.
I swear I didn't.
But she's saying you did it.
I didn't. Audreanna been saying I didn't. I
It
did
may
a
be
lot
the
of
last
stuff.
thing she tells somebody. You know? Maybe the last word she said. We call that a dying declaration.
I called on Dre. I didn't call DCFS on her kids. I'm not going to take the blame for this. I
Okay.
promise. I promise I'm not.
How can we get a hold of your daughter, Brittany?
Brittany should have been to the emergency room.
Okay, she's not there. She got a cell phone?
No, but her friend girl has a cell phone.
What's
The
her friend
number is
girl's
in
name?
my house phone.
You don't know?
It's in my house
What's
phone.
you don't know your house number?
Heather know it.
Okay, I can get it from Heather.
Mm-hmm.
And you're absolutely sure this is the story you're sticking with?
I promise.
Okay. No problem. I don't want you to tell me anything other than the truth. Okay?
I didn't do it.
Okay. Still got a problem. Somebody's going to tell us what happened tonight. Got anything?
If you know anything and you're withholding it, you want to be the first one on board. Okay? You see what I'm talking about? Because once we get everybody to, get all the information, there's not going to be any second chances.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, if she doesn't make it,
Audreanna been sleeping with a lot of girls,
well,
a lot of guys
I
around there.
I realize that.
One of them could have did it.
But what you don't understand is the last statements that she said before she went out.
Went out where?
I'm sorry?
Went out where?
Went unconscious.
Didn't do it. I promised to come.
Then you better start coming up with some facts.
The only thing I know is today is the first day me and Audreanna talked in a long time. And I'm thinking not the only reason that we did talk today because Heather wasn't around in the beginning. It seemed like she kind of get rocks in her jaws when Heather come around. Just like I was telling, I believe Audreanna stabbed my tire. I can't prove it, but I believe somebody put her up to it. She ain't no hard person. But she only act like that when she get around one person. And that's the one who's been putting a wedge in between us. Audreanna don't have no family here.
How long has Audreanna lived over there?
I think maybe 4 months, I think. I don't know. She don't have nobody here.
Where's she from?
Memphis,
Tennessee?
I think.
This boy that's in jail, what relation? Is that her boyfriend?
No.
What is he?
Trying to make her house into a hotspot house.
A what?
He was trying to make her house into a hotspot house. He was everything Audreanna going through now. I warned her about.
What's his name then?
Andre Smith.
That's Andre's in jail? Dre? And was he living there?
No. He was just cooking up.
making drug deals, stuff like that. Is those kids, is he the father? Are any of those, how many kids was in that? Two?
Two.
Was those his kids?
One of them is the guy who's in jail, and one of them's dad is dead.
Okay, now, Andre, he's not the one, is he in jail?
Yeah.
And that's the one you call a DCF, or not DCF, but,
Work release.
What's he in jail for?
I don't know what he had did, but I
What's-
guess
what's-
he
What's the other kid, the child's dad in jail for?
trying to kill Audreanna the next day after I let her go back home.
Okay, he's over there.
Yeah, I heard there was a DV.
So both of them's over there. This Andre Smith, Dre, and what's her husband's name?
Michael Kelly, I think. Michael Kelly. Wait a minute. I think it's Kelly. I think. Michael.
Okay, what we're fixing to do, we're gonna step out of here just a minute. Give you time to get your thoughts together, and when we come back in here, we'll go over this again. Okay? You got anything else right now?
Not right now.
Let me go. You saying Heather knows how we can get hold of your daughter, Brittany?
And she knows my house phone. She asked for my house phone number, right?
Right. Yeah.
And she don't have any kind of communication, no phone, cell phone, or anything?
One of the girls who she with got a phone.
But it's on her home phone.
Oh, it's on her.
Your home phone.
I
She
just
doesn't
got
know
that
number.
phone through Publicate.
Okay. Okay.
We'll be
And
back.
we're going to move rooms on that.